All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Welcome to another episode of God, Greed, and Guile. Going to go ahead and get right on into it today.
We'll call him David.
What we're going to talk about today, everybody, is the Convoy of Miracles. All right. This Convoy of Miracles that David has been preaching about several years now. David.
We'll call him David.
He's been preaching this Convoy of Miracles for several years now. He's bought the trucks. Okay, he's got what does he have? Like two tractors and about, I don't know, 5 or 6 trailers. David's been preaching this Convoy of Miracles for several years now, saying he's going to show up to places of natural disasters where there's hurricanes and tornadoes and all this other crap, right? And help all these people when they're in dire need. But here's the thing. Cost. What we're going to talk about here, cost of something like this. What David's trying to do is basically run a fleet of trucks, right? But it's all a money-making scheme. It's all a money-making scheme for David in this whole Convoy of Miracles.
We'll call him David.
And
That's right, I said it. That's right, I said it.
What it is, he's got these trucks, right? And he's saying he's going to convert them, okay? David's saying he's going to convert these trucks into these tractor trailers that are going to go around and help people with natural disasters. It's a good idea. Don't get me wrong. It's a damn good idea because I think that's absolutely what our government could use help with in certain times, like an extra boost, right? Something like that. It's a good idea, no doubt. But for David, all right, let's see. It's the cost is what we're going to talk about. The cost overall, guys. It's just we have on my YouTube channel, David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure. Our group has done the cost justification for this type of deal because David obviously hasn't, right? National average of diesel is $4.52 a gallon. Okay, so $4.52 a gallon. He's got to say, and he wants to convert about. He said 5 tractor trailers. He wants to build a shower trailer, a food trailer, office trailer, a salon trailer, and what was the other one? A medical trailer, right? So he wants to convert all these trailers over. Again, cost. What would it cost to convert one of those trailers over? A couple $100,000 probably, I'm guessing. With the cost of everything right now, it's super high. Just gas alone, just fuel alone for this type of deal, you're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Easily in the $500,000 range. David's talking about doing this around the world too. Not only is he talking about doing it around the world, but he's going to also do it around the nation. So he's going to take the Convoy of Miracles around the world too. So he's going to take his trucks around the world. He's going to get airplanes and this Convoy of Miracles also includes airplanes. He said he's going to get a jumbo jet. He said he's been given a private jet. He said he got a G5 last year for his birthday. That's all a lie. David has never been given a private jet. It would, once again, the cost. But we're not talking about a private jet. We're talking about the Convoy of Miracles. Okay. And the Convoy of Miracles, this is something important we need to kind of pay attention to. Because this is also one of his money-making schemes. One of his money scams, guys. Listen up. The Convoy of Miracles, okay? It says on the side of these trailers, JMMI Global International, I believe is what it says, right? These trailers are just sitting in the back of this fucking parking lot, just getting weathered, getting run down, just fucking collecting dust, decals are peeling, all right? Just sitting there. They're absolutely making no money. We'll get into a story about where they went to Mayfield, Kentucky and got kicked the fuck out here in a minute. Just give me a second. So they buy these trailers, talk about converting them, okay? But again, check this out, guys. Listen up. These are all the puzzle pieces fitting together. JMMI has been revoked by the IRS. That tax ID number is no longer valid. Yet they're still preaching this Convoy of Miracles. They got JMMI written all over the side of these fucking trailers, right? But again, JMMI has been revoked by the IRS. So now they're running a bogus scam. Okay? This whole Convoy of Miracles is a huge fucking scam, everybody. JMMI is no longer a registered number with the IRS. They can't file that number anymore. All right? So this convoy that they're preaching, right? You guys see the pieces starting to fit together here? I do encourage people to call in too. I have a Google Voice number set up, 314-492-3356. Phone line is open. I'm happy to hear what you guys have to say, thoughts, opinions, whatever. I don't care. You want to call in and talk about David, another cult, Jim Jones, what the fuck ever. This is a cult channel. It's a basically we're showing people how to get out of these cults, helping people get out of these cults.
That's right, I said it.
So if you have an experience and you want to share it with everybody, by all means, call in. Phone line is open. And I encourage people to call in and share their stories, because there's people that are kind of being folded into these cults and never being heard from again from some of their family members. True stories, guys. True stories. So back to the Convoy of Miracles, which is never going to happen. It absolutely will not happen. And for David to come out and say it's going to happen is all a fucking lie. Where again is the cost justification for this? Has any of his followers asked him, like, hey, where are you getting all the money for this? Or how are you going to fund all this? When is it going to happen? When are you going to start converting these trailers over? You say you're going to do all this stuff, but, there's absolutely no oversight with what's going on here with David's little Convoy of Miracles, right?
What I'm saying to you is accurate. Your opinion is a lie.
So this Convoy of Miracles, everybody, anybody that's listening to this from David's cult, and I know you guys are going to, I know David's watching this, and I'm glad you are, David, because you have to come out and basically back up what we're saying. You have to back up your lies. What we're saying is the truth. Now, what you have to do, David, is back up these truths with your lies, okay? Which you can't do.
Your opinion is a lie. But I can assure you I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, okay. So just let's look at the cost just for one truck, okay? Say David is going to do this Convoy of Miracles, right? One truck, the cost to run one of these trucks for a year, I think we figured out between, I'm talking tax, licensing, insurance, DOT registrations, fuel, driver pay, the works, maintenance. I think we came up with about $250,000, and I don't know if that's spot on right now. I'm thinking just in fuel with what David's wanting to do, he's looking at least at least that. That's just a rough estimate, because I'm guessing, I don't know what the gallon size is on those trucks, but it's got to be a lot. At $4.50 a gallon, say he's filling up 200 gallons every time. Say 100-gallon fuel tank. Again, I don't know what the specs are on the fuel tanks, right? But you can guarantee he's going to be paying a shitload for fuel just in and of itself. Okay, so fuel, let's say figure fuel for one of those $100,000 a year, okay? And I'm just being generous. I could be way fucking off, which I think I am. Let's just say $100,000, okay? And I'm pretty sure you're laughing at me like, yeah, this guy's way fucking off, and I think I'm way off. I do. So let's just say fuel, $100,000, insurance, the DOT registration, your MDOT, your MCAT numbers, all that stuff, all those numbers, all the registration numbers that you have to operate a rig like that cost money too. All right, drivers, how much is that going to cost a driver? I mean, drivers aren't cheap for those. Not going to be cheap on that either. Okay, so let's get driver. I'm guessing what? How much are drivers getting paid? I think some are getting paid really decent from what I understand. Last time, one of our followers on my channel is a truck driver, and last I heard is what he said is he makes really good money doing truck driving. So I'm guessing, truck drivers are getting paid real well right now. So we've got the drivers, the maintenance, okay? The maintenance on these things. Jesus. Say another $150,000 a year, I'm guessing. Upkeep, oil, getting your transmission checked, all that shit with these. That's going to be a lot. So what? That's just in that we're at 250. So 300 just for one, guys. It's going to cost a ridiculous amount of money for this guy to operate. Where's he getting all the money from? If he's going to pull this off, I'm going to be like, okay, where the fuck is all the money coming from at this point? That would be my question, guys. If somehow he pulls this Convoy of Miracles off, where the hell did all the money come from? Now, Mayfield, Kentucky, last year. Okay, it got hit by a huge tornado. We all remember that, right? It was a fucking natural disaster. And people I talk to, big shout out to my boy Ricky Wiley on my YouTube channel, David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure. Big shout out to you, my guy, if you're listening. My guy Ricky Wiley, okay, here's how this worked out. We found out that David had sent Tony and one of the other fucking cult members up to Mayfield, Kentucky, okay, after that tornado hit, in one of their fucking Convoy of Miracle trucks with a pallet of water. Okay, hear me out, guys. Follow me in on this, okay? Tony gets sent up there, right? They do a video on it. Then there's videos on their YouTube channel. No bullshit. They go up there, and they do videos and stuff, saying they're up there to help people. But here's what they start doing. They say, hey, we need your donations to help these people. When FEMA's already fucking up there, right? FEMA's already up there in Mayfield after that tornado hit. And there's a lot of sources. The dynamics of this whole scam, the way this went down, it was really cool the way this thing worked. Okay, we're going to get to the end of what happened here with this Mayfield, Kentucky thing. So they show up to Mayfield, Kentucky, and it's Tony and some other fucking clown probably driving the truck. I'm not sure that guy's name, but he's part of the cult also. So Tony starts doing videos. They're talking to people, and they're really promoting the cult. They're really promoting David, like, oh, Apostle, you know, he's gonna pray for you and help you. We just need your donations, and you know, we're here to help, but we need your money. Like, how the fuck are these people here to help if they're there to help, they should have brought the resources, right? So check this out, everybody. They show up with a pallet of water. I think it's about 40 cases of water. I'm not sure. They show up with a pallet of water, okay? And this is coming from my source. They showed up, right, once we found out what was going on. So my boy Ricky Wiley, check this out on my YouTube channel. We get in contact. This all happened within a matter. The way this all went down, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. They put the videos up. We found out they were there. My boy Ricky Wiley, his aunt is the fucking mayor of Mayfield, Kentucky. And we get in contact right away. We were emailing. And he was like, hold the fuck up, they're here? Okay, hang on. I'm going to go talk to my aunt real quick. And sure as shit enough, it didn't fucking take long. This is no lie, guys. This is not a lie. They got kicked the fuck out of Mayfield. I know what they were up there trying to do was fucking scam insurance checks from those fucking people. That is exactly their fucking get down, y'all. Listen up here. This isn't a fucking joke, man. They were up there to do one thing. Fucking scam FEMA insurance checks from the government. That is it. They showed up with a fucking pallet of water asking for fucking money. They got kicked the fuck out. They got escorted out to the interstate by the sheriff, okay? This is my boy telling me, he's like, I was going to take video, but the sheriff said no. And I'll give you mad props for that, my man. They got escorted out. They left the pallet of water, which was good, but they got kicked the fuck out. They got kicked the fuck out of Mayfield. Mayor said, you get them out of here right fucking now. At the time, check this out. The time this was all going down, the mayor of Mayfield was having a meeting with FEMA about what was going on with the tornado. And here's the thing, when I found out through my source, Ricky Wiley, and the old timers up there, they knew that if a tornado jumped the river, it was going to be bad. And that's exactly what fucking happened that day, was the tornado jumped the river, and it did exactly what everybody said it would do. Utter, complete, total devastation. So David, being the fucking leech that he is, right, takes his fake-ass scam Convoy of Miracles that has JMMI, right, which is a revoked fucking tax ID number, takes it up to Mayfield, Kentucky, to fucking scam insurance checks. You guys think this is a joke? This is no joke. This actually happened. They got kicked the fuck out of Mayfield, but they're not going to tell their members that. No, they won't tell their members that. They're going to say, oh yeah, we went up there and did God's work and all this, but no. David, Tony, listen up, dude. Tony, listen up. Listen up, Tony. The fact that you went up there, dude, and did that, that just shows how deep you are into this cult, Tony. That was bad, dude. And Tony Bastianelli, I'm talking to you, buddy. Talking to you, man. That was pretty bad that you did that. That was bad form, dude. And you know, Tony, You know, talking to you, Tony, you know that was bad form, dude. You know that was bad. You guys knew what you were going up there to do. Why the fuck would you go up there and try to scam insurance checks from the government? This is real shit, guys. Not lying to you about that. That actually happened. That is a real story. It actually happened during the Mayfield, Kentucky tornado. They went up there in their little Convoy of Miracles scam fucking bullshit trucks to try to scam money from people in a fucking disaster area. They weren't going up there to help them. They brought a pallet of water to soften the blow of what they were about to do. That was it. My eyes are wide fucking open here. I know they didn't go up there to help people. They went up there for one reason. To find members and brainwash them into their cult and get their money. That's it. But they got kicked the fuck out once it became aware of what was actually happening. And that's real, guys. That actually happened. So, a one-up for us on that. We got him kicked the fuck out of that disaster area. So anybody that thinks David's going to come and help with natural disasters, it's all a lie. He's only coming there to scam the money, the checks, the insurance checks. That's it. It's a source of income. This guy is the fucking scum of the earth, everybody. He really is. This guy is a modern-day Jim Jones. His whole doctrine is no longer Christianity. It is no longer religious. It no longer follows any biblical doctrine in any form. And this, doing research and talking to real pastors, educated pastors in this, they're like, this is scary because this guy actually believes his own bullshit. He really does. David believes his own shit. That's what makes this whole thing scary with David. Is when you have a cult leader like this who believes his own doctrine. You know, David is consumed really at this point with his own. He's created this own world. It's like it's a very dangerous world inside David's world. It really is. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's very destructive. The manipulation tactics that are going on there are just... talking to a lot of sources in this, and I never give out my sources for obvious reasons, but we've all agreed that these people, when they come out of this cult, the amount of the amount of therapy these people are going to need, years. Trust issues, relationship issues, money issues, social skills, the works, guys. I'm sitting here gut sick thinking of what these people are going to face when David is no longer around. But that's off topic. We're going to talk about the Convoy of Miracles, but just keep that in mind. What are these people going to have to deal with once David's no longer around? Convoy of Miracles, Mayfield, Kentucky, kicked the fuck out. Okay? So, that was their first rude awakening with their Convoy of Miracles. They thought they were going to get away with it. And it was weird the way that whole situation worked out, too. With that. It's like, it was ironic for our group to be so closely connected, for us to be so closely connected to Mayfield, Kentucky like that. How ironic is that? Somebody brought up the point, and again, I'm not religious, I'm not here to preach to God or anything. I have my beliefs, okay? That's all I'll say. It's weird to think that David, being this big man of God, right, and he was going to do all these really great things like with this convoy. Why is it that twist of fate, the fact that our channel member Ricky Wiley, the fact that his aunt is the mayor of Mayfield, Kentucky, and for all that to play out the way it did, it's almost like God saw what the fuck we were doing, and he's like, yeah, it all worked out in our favor, not David's. It all worked out in our favor. It really did. The whole thing, It really was. And again, a lot of people, it's, I sit here and think like how it really is. What are the chances of that? 1 in a million? One guy in our group, his aunt, that connection, out of out of hundreds of millions of fucking people, what are the chances of that? It didn't take long. I have information on my YouTube channel set up, name, phone number, and an email. One's a Google Voice and one's my email for people to contact me if they want to help and collaborate and help stop this cult, because that's what my channel is about, is stopping this cult, is bringing this cult down. One way you do that is you get their tax exempt status revoked by the IRS, okay? Make them pay their fucking taxes. This asshole is bringing in so much fucking money off the books, moving it around from the IRS, laundering it. The whole cult, the whole name of the church is a fucking shell company. It's a huge shell company now. You guys, I don't even know what to say about this scam anymore. I don't know how it's not fucking being shut down. My question. I don't know how the fuck it's not being shut down. David's right in front of us basically telling the government, fuck you, there's nothing you can do about it. Because the government is scared of the church. You got these fucking just scummy ass prosperity preachers like David, Kenneth Copeland, Paul Wyatt, Jesse Duplantis. You know, they're still out there doing their shit. Just David's doing it more fucking scummy. Back to the Convoy of Miracles. So here we have the Convoy of Miracles. The trucks are parked. The trucks are parked at the JMMI building in Taylor. They're all parked in the back there. I have pictures of them. So they're just sitting there collecting dust now. So whoever gave money for this Convoy of Miracles, your investment, your money, okay, is just sitting out in the back of that fucking parking lot just catching dust. Tires are probably going flat. The diesel's sitting in those tanks probably going bad. You know, these are things that David never thought about. David never thought about these types of things. David didn't think about the fact that when you leave diesel sit for a long time, it turns to gel in your tank.
I can assure you I'm not doing anything illegal. Your opinion is a lot.
So, Convoy of Miracles, everybody, listen up. It's not going to work. It's a failure. It's a complete failure. I would compare David's antics and his ideas to that of a fucking meth addict, man. That's what I would compare it to. I'm not a meth addict. I don't fuck with nothing like that. No way. I've had experiences with certain things, but that was one drug I never dove into. I never will. Again, not my thing. Okay. But the oddity of David's scams, it's almost he starts one scam, then he can't finish it, then he just starts another one. It's like tweaker projects. That's what I would compare it to. Okay? That's what I would compare it to. Tweaker projects. So the Convoy of Miracles, it's not going to work. Bottom line.
Your opinion is a lot.
If anybody thinks the Convoy of Miracles will work, please let me know. I'm all about it. I would love to hear why you think it'll work, how it's going to work, when the trailers are going to be converted, how much it's going to cost, where's the cost justification report for that, where's your drivers, where's the rest of the tractors to pull the rigs. These are all valid questions. The thing is, here's the thing with the Convoy of Miracles, is nobody ever asked David the questions because David's the all-seeing and the all-knowing. Everybody probably sat back when David said, we're going to do this Convoy of Miracles. We're going to make all these trucks. It's going to be amazing. We're going to go help people in natural disaster areas. And everybody sitting back, yeah, that's a great idea, David. Let's fucking do it. Yeah, let's do a great idea with all the donor fucking deposits. Yeah, let's convert these trucks over. Let's just convert them without it doing any kind of cost justification report. Just convert them over, blow the fucking money, and then the trucks will just sit there and collect dust. And David's like, yeah, that's a great idea.
Your opinion is a lot.
I don't know about that, David. So again.
Oh, you probably won't want to ex Michelle that. So you probably want to ask Michelle that.
Let's ask Michelle about the Convoy of Miracles, of everybody. What do you think? Michelle, what do you think about the Convoy of Miracles?
That's right, I said it.
Don't call him David.
Don't call him David. So Convoy of Miracles, complete fucking failure. There's no way. There's no way this will happen. So again, here is another part of the money laundering scheme. Right into these fucking trucks. Now what happens, say, when the IRS comes to audit him? Hey, where's all the money? Well, all I have left are these trucks that are parked out in the parking lot. You're going to get fucking pennies on the dollars for those fucking trucks and trailers. I mean, the tractors, the rigs are pretty nice. I saw the rigs. I mean, they spent top dollar on the rigs for sure. But the trailers, you know, you could get those for real cheap, I'm guessing. Probably get them at like a wholesale price and shit. You know, they got some low boys and some tractor trailers and shit like that. And they're talking about how they're going to do all these fucking Convoy of Miracles all over the place. They have never... This cult never sat down and told David that it was a bad idea.
Don't call him David.
Don't call him David.
The ministerial thing, yes, why I teach leaders.
So, again, Convoy of Miracles... I don't even know what... This whole convoy... I mean, his first failure, Mayfield, Kentucky. Everybody. David's first failure for the Convoy of Miracles. Kicked out. And he, again, David, if you're listening, you sack of shit, listen up, man. I want you, I challenge you, David. I challenge you to come out and say that you weren't kicked out of Mayfield, Kentucky by the sheriff. I dare you. I'll pay you $100,000. I'll pay you $1 million, David, if you could come out and say that you weren't told to leave Mayfield, Kentucky by the sheriff. I bet you won't, you piece of shit. Everybody check out my channel on YouTube, David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure. Like, share, and subscribe. I am now an activist. That's what I consider myself in this. I've never really considered it until just a few days ago. Because we're helping people get out of this cult, man. We really are. Last few weeks ago, I did a couple interviews with some survivors from this cult, and they gave some pretty damning testimonies, man. They gave some pretty damning testimonies about what's going on inside David's cult. Okay. I highly recommend you guys listen to the interviews. Make your own decision. Make your own decisions about it. Right now, my channel is under copyright review by David. He is on a copyright campaign right now on my channel to try and get it taken down because no doubt the channel is doing damage to his cult, which is exactly the point. If he could run the scam, right? We know David's a fucking scam artist. That's what he is. He's not a preacher or a pastor or an apostle or a prophet. He is a full-blown, compulsive, lying scam artist, but he's using religion to get to people. That's what he's doing. That's it. He is using religion to get to people, to launder money, to get away with the crimes. He's using religion, committing crimes, then hiding behind religion, be like, oh, I'm the church and you can't do anything to me because I'm an apostle and I'm a prophet and, you know, the church, if you do that, you're going to persecute me and, you know, you just can't do that to the church. Bull fucking shit. I'm tired of this bullshit. A lot of people are with the churches. I'm not saying all churches do this, all right? There are good churches out there, guys. Don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not here to say all churches are bad. They aren't. I've seen some really good churches do a lot of really great things, okay? But you got assholes like David, who is basically the worst of the fucking worst, man. Worst of the worst, David E. Taylor. Living out of Tampa, Florida right now in a Villa Country Club. Okay? Just bought the fucking 706 Guasando de Avila down there. Y'all pay attention down there in Tampa, Florida. Okay? Y'all pay real close attention. There's a fucking full-blown forced labor sex cult living in your backyard. Y'all need to wake up. Wake up. It's happening. It's happening. Y'all need to start asking questions of your neighbors. Who the fuck's living next door to you? Y'all should start asking questions. If y'all see a lot of faces coming in and out of that address there, down in Tampa, There's some weird shit going on there, guys. Avila Country Club. Not lying about this. It was recently sold. Darcy Glazer Kaslowitz, I believe is what her name, from the Buccaneers coach, ex-coach or some shit like that. Okay? Was bought by a religious fucking cult. No doubt there's some sort of call center set up down there. They're cold calling people. Guarantee it. I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up there. I urge everybody to check out my channel on YouTube, David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure, or David E. Taylor God, Greed, and Lies. I do have a backup channel set up just in case my channel does get taken down. However, I don't think it will, because at this point, what David's trying to copyright is all falling under fair use. He now has to take me to court, basically. The ball is in David's court right now with the copyright. He has to either show court orders to YouTube, or the videos get reinstated and all the strikes will get removed. So, if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, you can Google voice me, 314-492-3356, or you can email me. I have an email set up in my channel description. If you'd like to be an active member in helping stop this religious fucking cult from laundering money and scamming people, I have links set up in my channel description. Also, you can remain anonymous. You need to click on the link, okay? And you need to request a link. And you can print out fraud reports, and you can help us stop this cult. How do we stop it? Take away their tax exemption. That is the first step. Make them pay fucking taxes, everybody. We have to. If I slip on my taxes, the IRS is real fucking quick to knock on my goddamn door, right? That's why I urge everybody to get involved. I promise you, $1 million, the IRS is not going to show up on your door and say, "Hey, Mr. Stravanovich, did you sign this tax form?" They're not going to fucking do that, okay? They're not going to do that. I promise you that. So with that being said, y'all have a good Wednesday. Again, check out my channel on YouTube, David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure, where everybody's opinion is a lie. And if you got any questions, by all means, drop them in the comment section there. I would love to hear from you. Leave comments in the section here below too as well. Questions, comments, concerns. I'm very open to talking to people off channel as well. I think that's a very important part of this, is also not just putting out content, but also speaking to people offline and collaborating and hearing other people's stories, because there are stories that I have heard that I haven't told, or people don't want me to tell yet because they're not ready. They are not ready. So you guys have a good Wednesday. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And follow my channel on YouTube, David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure, or David E. Taylor God, Greed, and Lies. I'm very active. I like to be engaged with my followers, my subscribers. So you guys have a good Wednesday. And any questions, by all means, leave them in the comments section below. And you guys stay safe. And David E. Taylor, you indeed are a piece of shit.